Okay, this is my uncle, and I'm going to ask him a series of questions about organ donation. Alright, question one. Are you a registered organ and tissue donor? Why or why not?
I'm not a registered donor. I never really gave it much thought, to be honest with you.
Okay. Is there anything you have heard about organ and tissue donation lately, such as rumors?
No, not really. I have had a relative who was a recipient of an organ, so I know that there's a lot that goes into it.
Okay. Do you know how many people's lives you alone can save if becoming an organ donor?
No, I don't.
You
How
could
many?
save up to 50 people's lives
Wow.
from organ and tissue donating together. So between like heart and lungs and then bone marrow and your eyes
Hmm.
and all that. And do you know anybody who is an organ donor? Which you said you.
I don't know anyone who is an actual donor.
Do you know if like the recipient kept in touch with his?
In my family member, the recipient, it's kept anonymous. You don't know who
Oh,
donates the organ. It just, of course, when an organ comes available, it means that there's someone passed away. So it's, a tragedy and a gift at the same time. So, but you don't know who that person is.
Because in some cases they like the family keeps in touch
Hmm.
with the organ donor and the organ recipient and or the organ donor's families, and they send letters or they become like close and stuff like
Okay.
that. So obviously you do know an organ recipient. Can you share like more of an experience with him?
Yeah. I have a cousin who needed a liver, and it took quite some time, and her condition was really serious and deteriorating rapidly, and um, a kidney came available, and her body was receptive to it, and she received the kidney and got the transplant, and now is doing quite well.
Um, do you know if you will be able to give an organ or tissue to a younger or older person? Like say if the older person was like a lot older than you and like an older range or a younger range.
Um, it was my impression that you don't really have a choice if you're a donor. It's done upon your death, so whatever is done with your organs is kind of, after you're deceased, so you don't really have control.
Like I mean like if it was like if you were able to, like if like the heart was
Uh,
like developed enough and like stuff
I
like
guess
that.
I would prefer to see it go to a younger person
Mhm.
than an older person. Like you see kids who young kids who are in desperate need of some kind of organ, and you want to see them get an opportunity to live a full life. So I would prefer it to be a younger person.
Okay. Do you know any organ and tissues that are given between lives, such as like heart, liver? Do you know any? Like, can you name like as many as you like can get off of the top of your head?
Between lives.
Like or like yeah, between like lives like coming from an organ donor to a recipient.
Oh, how many organs can be donated?
Yeah, like all.
Heart, lung, kidney, um, liver. What else?
Um,
Eyes.
there's the bone marrow, and then
Bone
there's
marrow.
ligaments, kidneys, and any kind of tissues. And like I said, it could
Hmm.
save all those lives just like from like it depends also how good the organs are. Like some organs might not be good, but then other organs in the body might be good. So,
Hmm.
it could be like a variety of like what's good
What's
in the body.
usable and what's not. Right.
Do you know how many people are left on the waiting list, like needing major organs and tissues?
No, I don't. I would imagine it's a pretty long list.
There's like thousands
Hmm.
in hearts and in lungs and like the major organs, and like some of the misconceptions I can deal with the waiting list. Like some people say that the people who have more money are like on top of the waiting list, but really it's just whoever's around the area. So if an organ donor lives in the same area as a recipient, then they're going to be the first to get it because a heart can only like survive out of the body for so long.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it depends on
Well,
that.
going back to my experience with my cousin, I know that in her case, there was a point system, and the more critical you were, the higher you were on the list to be a recipient. You know, so they do try to donate to the most serious in need first, and that's just the way I recall it being.
Yep. Okay. Okay.